Hello Swamplings, my name is Jay Shrek and I'm back with another video. Today is a great day because Doctor Who has returned, and not only that, but we have now officially got a good taste of Jodie Whittaker taking on the role as the Doctor. The first female Doctor in the history of the series, so this is a pretty big deal. Now that the first episode of the new series has aired and I have watched said episode, it is time to talk about not only Jodie Whittaker's performance, but to discuss the new companions and the general introductory storyline. I would like to talk about Whittaker's take on the Doctor first. In this premiere, you don't see her right away, but the minute she crashes through the roof on the train, things begin to get interesting. I couldn't help to notice how well she was taken on the certain mannerisms of the Doctor. I mean this in a way that I could see Capaldi's Doctor in her so well just within the first few minutes of her dialogue. Every single word and emotion expressed felt so Capaldi-like just at first that I thought that was the take that Whittaker was going for, just Capaldi in a woman's body. But that really isn't the case. You see development from those initial traits throughout the episode to the point of her just developing her own version of the Doctor. But at the same time, you just have that same feeling of the Doctor within her. Somehow she was able to really just make every single scene that she was in exciting and fun, and she really truly makes it feel like a new and improved Doctor Who adventure. Whittaker's performance truly is quite spectacular, and I really can't wait to see what else she can do in the future of the series. Now I am going to talk about the companions in this series. There are three main regulars throughout the series, and you are introduced to them pretty quickly within the first 5 minutes. My favorite of the three by far is Ryan. This episode was indeed mainly supposed to be circling around him the most versus some of the other characters, and you really got a great feel for his character. The other two, Yasmin and Graham, aren't bad so far, but neither of them have a good fully developed character quite yet to really get a good grasp of who they truly are. It is pretty safe to assume that we will get to know them better throughout the series though. I really don't want to spoil any of the plot or anything, so I won't dive into the background of these characters too much. One thing I can say though is that I was a bit worried and skeptical of these new companions going in because they just didn't feel like all that great of choices at first. But before heading into the episode, was proven wrong, and I am actually quite excited to see more of these guys. The chemistry between these characters is truly important as well. Right away, there is a connection brought into each of the characters, and the way that Doctor just falls into place and gets involved may seem a little messy, and they all seem a little too trusting of her at first, but when they all get together on screen, it's just clear that they all just work so well together. The general plot of the episode was just a teensy bit weak, at least in terms of like the alien threat. It wasn't awful because it brought all the characters together and really introduced us to the characters, but really that was the main purpose of the episode. This episode wasn't intended to have like a really big, amazing threat like the Daleks or anything like that. Its purpose was to introduce us to the characters and start to get to know them. And that is what the episode really accomplished well. The threat itself was new and never before seen, but I wouldn't be too disappointed if we never really get to see that alien. Chibnall is doing a good job so far with the show, and I am definitely excited to see more. My rating of this episode is a nice solid B for truly capturing the characters and really accomplishing what any new jumping on point for a series should be. Getting to know characters, but still leave us questions of just what is to come. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then hit that like button, comment below what you think of Jodie Whittaker's interpretation of the Doctor, and subscribe if you would like to keep up with all of my videos. I try to upload a few times a week, all depending on whether I have the content or not. Just stay tuned for hopefully more later this week. J-Shrek, now logging off.